Okay, this is no stereo. I just accidentally clicked out. Anyway, so I'm gonna have to start this over. You don't know that I'm starting this over because this is starting at the beginning. But anyway, I'm basically saying that I am working on my album, Studio Voice A minus, and the gimmick of my album is that it is all in N rhyme. And I am working on. There's this one song which is my most beautiful song. It's called Old Love Songs, which is a story of me basically of writers maybe dying penniless, but their songs being popular, and also that sometimes you don't get the muse that you want, and there's not reciprocity. Like your muse might say, "Oh, that's not radio friendly," or "You're garbage," or "I don't feel the same way." Anyway, so but the thing I love about this song, "Old Love Songs," is that the title "Old Love Songs" is a great search on YouTube because if you type in "Old Love Songs," then you'll find a new "Old Love Songs," which will be called "Old Love Songs." But I actually so let me just tell you the last verse. It goes like this. Um, Let me think of it. How does it go? You are like my favorite song, but you keep telling me what I'm feeling's wrong. Don't like my lyrics, bang the gong, but I still keep thinking we belong together. And then I sent the entire song, all rhyming, to Brandy, and she didn't respond. That's okay, because I actually love Brandy. That's okay. It's okay. You don't have to feel bad. I have to prove myself to you. You might not like my voice. I'm Studio Voice A minus. That's the name of my album, Studio Voice A minus. And I call it A minus, I grade myself humbly on my vocals. But anyway, she didn't respond, but I love Brandy so much. I couldn't afford to go see her in Chicago, but when she was in Chicago, I brought her my single called Condom Please. And not because I was hitting on her, even though well, hey, pray for me. Anyway, so I brought her my single called Condom Please because I really, really, really just love her as a vocalist. And I feel that from start to finish, you can listen to Brandy's albums without skipping anything. I can't say that about any other artist except for Brandy. Maybe Music Soul Child and Brandy, but I just love Brandy in particular. Like she's like a plane ride. She takes you up, she gives you a coast, and then she lands you safely, like us from start to finish. And I hope that I can accomplish that with my album Studio Voice A minus. So Brandy, I love you, and I'm gonna be at the Grammys on the 28th. So you're the only person that I just want to just at least say hi to. But like you might think I'm strange, but I'm really not. I'm really not. I'm not like strange or anything. But I hope to see you. Hope I know you're gonna look fabulous. I just want to see you, and all that good stuff. So anyway, so that's that. But just on the topic of old love songs, an old love song that I really might. Let me just name my favorite songs, which is my four favorite songs. There's Love Song by Sarah Bareilles. There is Applause by Lady Gaga. There is Rebel, but really the entire 2.0, Lauryn Hill's 2.0 album. I just think everybody who, well, let me just explain it first. So the reason I love the song "Old Love Songs" is because it's like my song "Old Love Songs" in that she's basically saying like I'm not gonna write you a love song just because you want one. And I think anybody who writes music should be wary of people who just try to get into their heads and want to be like remembered that way. The second song I mentioned is "Applause" because as a singer, songwriter, performer, and actor, we all live for the applause. That's what we live for, and the adulations. "Rebel" by Lauryn Hill's "Rebel." What I love about Rebel is that it's on her 2.0 album. If you do a search for Rebel with Charlie Rose, you can actually see the completed styling of Rebel. But if you listen to her 2.0 album, it's just in a rough draft form. And so she kind of brings you through this process of, even though you might hear it in its rough stage, she already knows it's going to sound like in her head. So like that's just a reminder to any writer that, you need to nurture your art. Then I also love my last favorite song is the newest song, which is Superpower with Beyonce and Frank Ocean. Number one, she's wearing that avant-garde outfit. I mean, Beyonce is stunning, but I mean, that outfit is like, what are you wearing, Brandy? I mean, what are you wearing, Beyonce? What are you wearing? I don't know, but yeah, and then it's very fashion. I love the video because it's like very much like it's an ugly dress, but then it's very couture, ugly in an ugly way. But then the translation of it is that it's army fatigue and short, so it's like high fashion translated. I got that. But what I love about the song in particular is what she says. I never saw myself before you. Standing in the mirror and looking now, something like I never saw something moving forward. But basically, it's about narcissism and that we should all be narcissistic in some way. And this is power. It's a powerful thing that we have. And you don't realize it that the person that you're dealing with could be like judging you or not thinking you're what you thought they were. And there's like, well, whatever. Moving forward, you're not going to hurt me. So those are my four. So it's love song, applause, rebel, and a superpower. But I mentioned Love Song in particular because I am going to sing All of Me by John Legend. And I just think that John Legend's story with his wife is just, and his family is just such a beautiful one. And I pray them much success in life. I pray that they just, through all their trials and tribulations, they think about that song, what they have, and that they, not that we're putting pressure on them, but they're happy in whatever they do. So they just give me hope for that love is possible, um, and that whatever they have is so beautiful that they could basically inspire us to love and sing that song. And the other point about All of Me that I like is that it references Love Song in the head underwater thing. John Legend says head underwater, but I'm breathing fine, and Sarah Bareilles says head underwater and you tell me to breathe easy for a while. And the thing I love about the head underwater reference is that I like to swim. I learned to swim in college, and when I started, I really only like to swim on my back with my face out the water because I like to. I don't like to like the breathing underwater. I like to breathe with my nose out the water, but I really like the feeling of the water in my ears. It just feels like heaven on earth. So if you can't swim and you don't understand it, you should just like fill up your tub and just like, if you ever want to like really detox and like have a very therapeutic moment, just like put your head under the water and breathe out with your nose up through the sky, and you just feel the sounds. It just flushes away everything for the day. You do it and you just feel like, oh my god, rejuvenated. It really is a rejuvenating experience. But anyway, so now I'm going to try to sing All of Me by John Legend. And again, remember, I'm a studio voice A minus, so I'm not going to sing the lyrics to my song called Old Love Songs, but I just want to practice singing All of Me because I was singing on the train, and I'm like, I start and like I've been singing it, and like it's not perfected, and then I kind of modulate I kind of sing the octave when he does the falsetto of All of Me because I'm a bass baritone, so sometimes I sing tenor, but for that anyway. So I hope I'm not too scatterbrained, but I hope you understood what I was saying because I'm not repeating it. Oh, but the thing, okay, now this is something I wanted to say, which now I'm regretting. I might regret saying it, but I was gonna say that I met the muse of my life, I wrote him the lyrics, and I said to him, "You are like my favorite song, but you keep telling me what I'm feeling's wrong. Don't like my lyrics bang the gong, but I still keep thinking we belong." So yeah, I mean, I'm basically gay, but and he basically made me fall in love with him on the first date, basically. And then he was like, now he wants to be straight. And then I was like, you know what I was thinking? I looked it up and I was like, maybe I need to get a she-male. Since I'm a male, get me a she-male with a dick. And she could do to me what he did to me. And then we'd be heterosexuals and then we'd all be fine. Hey, you look it up in a book and that's heterosexuality. That's what the experts say. Some people might disagree, but I mean, is that what I'm really going to do? Or do I want a man or do I want a dick? Which one do I really want? I don't know. Or maybe I get a woman with a strap on. Anyway, maybe that's too much information. Okay, so if you're still watching this and you haven't been freaked out, understand that I am a funny person and I have done stand-up comedy, so I may say things that might make you kind of giggle or things that you never heard before. If you heard that before and that's old news, well, hey, I'm gonna keep saying things that might offend you. So if it offends you, then oh well, fuck you. Okay, so no, seriously, don't know, fuck you. Forgive me. Just listen. What would I do without your smart mouth? Drawing me in and you kicking me out. You got my head spinning, no kidding. I can't pin you down. What's going on in that beautiful mind? I'm on your magical mystery ride. And I'm so dizzy, don't know what hit me, but I'll be alright. My head's underwater, but I'm breathing fine. You're crazy and I'm out of my mind. 'Cause all of me loves all of you. Loves your curves and all your edges, all your perfect imperfections. Give your all to me. I'll give my all to you. You're my end and my beginning. Even when I lose, I'm winning. 'Cause I give you all of me. And you give me all of you. How many times do I have to? No, I think I started in a different key. Let me start. How many times do I have to tell you? Even when you're crying, you're beautiful too. Yeah. Okay, so I messed it up. So, okay, so if you got that explanation about love and muses and narcissism and all those things, there are a lot of things on my album that I feel that would be lyrically I got accepted to the Grammys as a member for my song called "The Signs of God" because it's basically about like it all rhymes again, and like I got an acceptance. So I'm going to. I contacted the Grammys and they didn't respond after they made me a member, and I'm like, what kind of member am I? Can I get tickets? And then I was like, can I present? And then I emailed them and I said to them, what did I say to them? I said, Beyonce's Lemonade made me thirsty for her old hits. Say my name when no one is around you. Say, baby, I love you if you ain't running games. Say my name. You acting kinda shady, ain't calling me baby. Better say my what is up with this? To the truth, who you with? How would you like it if I came over with my clique? Don't try to change it now, saying you gotta bounce when 2 seconds ago said you just got in the house. It's hard to believe that you are at home by yourself when I just heard the voice of someone else. Just this question, why do you feel you gotta lie? Been caught up in your game? No stereo. Say my name. Say my name. And I actually tried to basically tried to do a search to put my name up on SoundCloud. And let me tell you, somebody is using the name No Stereo, but they don't use a space. My name is actually, and I'm claiming it right now because I'm going to sue somebody. Let me tell you, when I read about stereotypes in like elementary school, I was like, no stereotype. That was my name to myself, just my name to myself. No stereotype. They don't work for me. I went to school in a predominantly white neighborhood, and I was like, I don't think stereotypes work because I am definitely not fitting into this category, and neither are these white folks. So anyway, I was like, no stereo. And then when I started singing, I was like, I dropped the type to no stereo. And no is my first name and stereo is my last name. But people really respond to me and they keep nicknaming me Stereo. But I actually, if you can see, my second tattoo says no stereo. So I'm like, I'm like, if people want to call me stereo because there's somebody else going around calling themselves no stereo, then maybe I should claim the name stereo as opposed to no stereo. So let me just say it's now November 22nd, 2017. So I haven't seen any stereos around. So I need to officially make a name for myself. So if you want to call me stereo as opposed to no stereo, then I guess you better say my name. Say my name when no one is around you. Say, baby, I love you if you ain't running games. Say my name. You acting kinda shady, ain't calling me baby. Better say my name, say my name. No one is around you. Say, baby. I was singing with, and yeah, she did a good job. I was singing with this singer, this queen, Laguna Blue, and she was like, we were gonna sing "Say My Name" together, and she was like, "Well, I'm Beyonce." I was like, "Girl, you go ahead." I was like, "If you want to be Beyonce, you go ahead and be everybody. Everybody wants to be. Nobody want to be Kelly or Michelle." But now, well, and this on Kelly, I really do feel that Kelly should come out with a video for that song called "Bad Habit." Because she has a bad habit of not putting out. I haven't listened to any of her songs. I was like, every time she put out a song, I'm like, I can't put this. I love you, Kelly, but like, I love you because of that song called that Kelly. If you are Kelly Rowland, if you listen to this, you have a bad habit of not singing songs like Bad Habit. Why do you keep not singing songs like Bad Habit? That song, Bad Habit, it fits your voice, the style. It's like a great song. I wish you did a video for it. That song, Bad Habit, like everyone, if anybody ever doubts Kelly Rowland, could have a song in her that you want to rotate, you need to listen to Bad Habit. That's the way you know you're a Kelly Rowland fan if you love her song Bad Habit, seriously. And then so grateful that When Jesus says yes, nobody can say no. When Jesus says yes, nobody can say no. When Jesus says yes, nobody can say no. When Jesus says yes, nobody can say no.